Hi, welcome to lesson 101 practice set. And I'm doing it out of our book today because there's some information that you need to have reference from the book. So we're going to begin. If you recall, it's tables and schedules, and they want us to look at the tables and schedules from examples 1 and 2. So when we work on problems A through C. So our first one is Kilimanjaro is how many meters taller than Mount Fuji? So I'm looking, I have to go up to my table, and here we have the heights of major mountains, and they want we're comparing Kilimanjaro, I'm going to just star that right there, and Mount Fuji, which is right here. And so our question is, let's refer this again, Kilimanjaro is how many meters taller than Mount Fuji? So we will work on this. We first see that and I'm writing on my book, but this is not my book. So I suggest using a paper or the areas on your practice page. But for all intents and purposes, we see that Kilimanjaro is 19,340 feet. Fuji, on the other hand, is 12,388 feet. So to know, we can use this to find the distance. Now, already I can see that I may or may not have the right answer. I may or may not be setting myself up to get the right answer. Let's look at the question again. I'm turning to my page. Kilimanjaro is how many meters taller than Mount Fuji? Guys, is this going to work? I've written down the heights, but I've used the feet measurement and not the meters. So we're going to make sure that we've set up our problem correctly. So this is why it's so handy to have your graph, your tables, because we also have the meters measurement, and we can see, rather than having to convert everything, it's all there. So here we go again. Kilimanjaro is 5,895 meters, and so we're going to subtract the measurement of Fuji, which is 3,776 meters. So when we subtract, I've got to carry, so 15 minus 6 is 9, 8 minus 7 is 1, 8 minus 7 is 1, 5 minus 3 is 2. So Kilimanjaro is 2,119 meters taller. Okay, now our next problem, I've got to do a little bit of erasing. Our next problem involves comparing Mount Everest with the Matterhorn, and that's part B. So here is Everest, and they're wanting it in meters. This is problem B, and Everest is 29,035 meters. And the Matterhorn is 14,110 meters. And they want to know how much taller Everest is in comparison to the Matterhorn. And so let's begin. 5 minus 0 is 5. 3 minus 1 is 2. We're going to 8. We're going to say 10 minus 1 is 9. 8 minus 4 is 4, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So it's 14,925 feet taller. So that's for letter B. And then C is, the question that they have is, they want you to look at the work through Lehman's schedule, and they want to know how much sleep does Lehman get on school night if she follows her schedule. So I'm looking, And it looks like Li Min goes to bed at 9 o'clock. And then she wakes up at 6:30. So if I'm thinking about this, she goes to bed at 9. I kind of have a picture in my mind where from 9 to midnight, that is 3 hours. And then from midnight to 6:30, that is 6.5 hours. I'm going to say 6.5 hours. So if she goes to bed at 9, this is midnight, then she wakes up at 6:30. That lets me know that she is not 3 hours plus 6.5 hours is 9.5 hours. Now you can write 9.5, 9 5/10, or you can say 9.5 hours or 9 hours 30 minutes. In fact, we're going to say 9 hours 30 minutes. Our next question involves right here, and it says, using the temperatures shown, how much did the temperature change between 4 p.m. and 12 a.m.? So I am assuming, we're going to assume that this is 4 p.m., okay? And we're going to assume that this is 12 a.m. So we first have to see the temperature here. We're going in degrees from 80 to 90, and with all of these tick marks, I have to, how many tick marks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going up in increments of 2, so this would be 82, 84, 86, 88, and then 90, and we're up 1, so this temperature is 92 degrees. Now, let's look at what it is now. We're at 80 and it's 70, so we need to find out the temperature right here. There's up by 2, 72, 74. So 74 degrees. So it was 92, 74. So if it were 90 degrees in 92 degrees at 4, and now let's see, I'm going to put this at 74 because I don't, guys, there we go. So if it was 92 degrees and now it is 74 degrees, we just subtract 92 minus 74, and we do our regrouping. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 minus 7 is 1. There was an 18-degree difference. And there we have it. I love tables and schedules because it shows everything outlined and it makes it really visually understandable when you're trying to talk data. So you will see lots of this, and I wish you well on the homework.